No, I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back, so they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. No, I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are looking to buy the cheapest and most reliable Madden coins on the market, head over to buymaddencoins.com. They guarantee a 5-minute delivery on all purchases and offer 24/7 customer support. Use code MAZE at checkout for 10% off. Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we got another banger of a one-play touchdown. This one, however, I did not come up with myself. We're actually going to be breaking down Skimbo's one-play touchdown that helped him win one of the first games in the Club Championship Series. For those of you guys that don't know, the Club Championship Series was a big tournament that took place over the last week, put on by EA, of the 32 best players in the world, the 32 club champions. They all played in a big tournament, and it was streamed live on Twitch. If you guys didn't watch, some of the games were really interesting. The champion was actually Voltrax, who had -4 passing yards in the entire tournament. So not a surprise there that a runner won the tournament in Madden 20. But in the MCS era, I think everybody can agree that the best player consistently has been Skimbo. Now, Skimbo's normally a passer. He operates out of gun bunch. And for this Club Series Championship, he was using the West Coast Playbook. So in this video, we're going to go over the one-play touchdown. Then I'm going to go over how to stop the one-play touchdown. And then I'm going to go over what you can do on offense if your opponent is stopping the one-play touchdown. Before we get into the play, though, guys, as always, the best and worst comments of the day. The best comment of the day goes to Zach Arila, who said, 2 a.m. looking up Madden Weekend League guides, and I think I found the perfect guy. I'm glad you found my Weekend League guide. I hope it won you some games this weekend, and thank you for watching, Zach. The worst comment of the day goes to Mars M9, who said, this isn't Pornhub. Either way, I still beat my meat to this quality content. Well, I'm glad I was able to help you out in some way as well, Mars. Now, before I actually break down the play, I'm going to show you guys the clips of Skimbo running it and scoring 3 times in one game on the biggest stage.
Just be able to run straight at his user, and he would be completely out of position versus the run. He's got the touchdown.
You think? Up over top, Tyreek Hill! And you're right! Skimbo is on top!
Look for that post again.
Hill and Harrison out to the left. And with nothing open yet, he will let it fly for Hester! Hester! Touchdown!
Let's go.
1:09 on the clock.
He's got the post again. He gave up the post again.
Luck flings it. Lung's got Hester! Hester's across! But still a minute to go.
Walk us through this last little moment here where you obviously had to take the lead.
Come back, yeah, post, got a zig just to make the user even think about it, and his user did think about it. You know, I'm not even trying to throw the zig. I'm just trying to put it out there for, you know, craps and giggles, so.
Now, the playbook Skimbo used in this tournament was the West Coast Playbook. This play is out of gun bunch, so if you guys run gun bunch, you're probably going to be in West Coast Playbook. But this play is also in a lot of other playbooks. So the playbooks it is in is West Coast, Green Bay Packers, Cleveland Browns, Buffalo Bills, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Tennessee Titans. That's where this play exactly is. So like I said, it's in gun bunch, so we're going to go over and go to gun bunch right now. I'm going to talk about personnel. So when we run this play, you're obviously going to want a quarterback with big throw power. That's why I'm using the Chiefs. I have Patrick Mahomes. And then on the outside, you're going to want a guy with big speed. So again, that's pretty common for any big play, like any over-the-top bomb play. You're going to want big throw power, big speed. Makes it work a lot better. So just keep that in mind if you're ever going to run this play. And the play is deep corner. So like I said, this play is not just in the West Coast Playbook. Deep corner is also in Buffalo Bills, Cleveland Browns, Green Bay Packers, Pittsburgh Steelers, Tennessee Titans, and West Coast. So that is the playbook. There are 6 playbooks that this is in, so choose the one that fits your scheme the best. But the reason West Coast is so good is because it has a lot of other plays in it that are only in West Coast. The main one is mesh post. Mesh post is only in the West Coast Playbook, and everyone loves that play. So that's why a lot of people use West Coast. But today we're going to focus on deep corner. So I'm going to come out regular, but I'm going to show you that sometimes you're going to need to flip the play. And then Skimbo was running it against a cover 3. So we're going to go against a random cover 3 here on defense. So this is the play, and I've talked about this before, but as you can see, I'm on the right hash. And as I've said in my previous one-play touchdown videos, anytime you're running a shot play or a one-play touchdown, you're going to want to run from the wide side of the field to the short side of the field. So immediately I'm going to flip this play because the one who's going to get open is Sammy Watkins. And so again, I want him on the wide side of the field going across to the short side of the field. Also, because Tyreek Hill was on the outside, he's going to be the one who stays over on the lone receiver side. That's not really what I wanted. I wanted Tyreek Hill to be the one on the post, but it's still going to work regardless because Sammy Watkins is pretty fast too. So the way Skimbo ran this play and the way you're going to want to run this play is you're usually going to want to block a lot of people because you need a lot of time to let the play develop downfield. Now that's a big thing that people criticize one play touchdowns for, is it's really prone to taking sacks. So for that reason, A, you shouldn't run this that often, and B, when you do run it, make sure you're fully blocking the blitz so you have time to throw the route. So to max protect, that's going to be L1, and then your right stick to up. That's going to block your tight end and your running back at the same time. And then something I always like to do, which is you should make a habit of doing too if you can, is putting Kelsey, your tight end. So if you press triangle and go to Kelsey, your tight end, instead of having him just block, if you look at your right stick, there's block and release flat, delay fade, and block and release cross. So I usually like to put him on a delay fade, and that's what Skimbo did too. That is the blue right there. And you're gonna see, before I run anything, a delay fade, basically at any time, if I want him to release on his fade, I pressed X and he released, and you see that's an easy gain right there. So it just gives you the option to send them on a route. Maybe if you get in trouble, if no one's open, then late you can release your tight end on that delay fade. So once again, guys, we're gonna flip the play, max protect here, and then put Kelsey on the delay fade. And then on the right side of the field, the only other thing that you need to do is put Tyreek Hill on a comeback. So that's gonna essentially take that cover 3 on the right side, that corner in the deep third, and then that's gonna play them down on it. And then from there, Hardman, you can do whatever you want with. I saw Skimbo, 2 of them, he put them on a zig route, and then the other one, he put them on a drag and motion him over. That's what I like to do, because when you put them on a drag, that's going to attract a lot of attention from the user. You're going to motion someone over, then the user's going to say, all right, what's he doing with Hardman? He's going to follow Hardman. And then when he plays low on Hardman, you're going to see if we can get the time here. Easy dot right there. Sammy Watkins is going to take it and run for a touchdown. But the user then is going to see the drag, play aggressively, and that's going to open up the shot downfield. So I'm going to go over this really quickly. Again, guys, flip the play so you're always going from the wide side of the field to the short side of the field. Again, if you have dashing deadeye or escape artist on your quarterback, it's going to make this a lot easier. Then you're going to max protect and put Kelsey on a delay fade and Tyreek Hill on a comeback, all right? And then from there, Hardman, you can do whatever you want with. I'm going to put him on a zig this time. And then when it comes to blocking, you're always going to want to make sure that you're really double teaming or blocking this outside guy, Thomas, right here. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to double team the interior rusher, and then hopefully Thomas is going to come free off the edge, and then my running back is going to pick him up and chalk block him, and that's going to give me a bigger so Thomas actually stayed on my right tackle there. But as you can see, the one play touchdown was wide open still. And if Sammy Watkins was a little bit faster, that would have been even more open. Now, I can respot the ball. I'm just going to show you running it on the left hash. Again, it's the same thing, just right to left instead of left to right. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put Watkins on a comeback. We're going to max protect everyone. All right, I accidentally hiked the ball there. And you don't need to roll out, as you can see. But Tyreek Hill, once he's faster, it's a lot easier there. I'm gonna run it one more time to the left side. So again, max protect everyone, put Watkins on a comeback, put Kelsey on a delay fade, and then Hardman you can do whatever you want with. And then double team this end too. I'm gonna roll out here. And Tyreek Hill is fast enough. And see, it's so much better when you have a faster guy, especially if you pass lead it to the sideline or like at a diagonal angle about like 10 o'clock. That's gonna make it work a lot better. There you see it worked out. Now you're wondering, how do you stop this play? And this is actually something very simple. So again, we're on the right hash. We're gonna be running it left to right now. See, this is your cover 3. The person who is getting pulled down by that comeback route on the right is this outside third. So it's gonna be Burris. Now, how do you get Burris to not get pulled down by that route? It's very simple. You put him in a deep half. So double tap triangle on defense, go to Burris, and you put him in a deep half, which is instead of a deep third. Now, if you watch, the play is not going to work. So we put Tyreek Hill on that comeback route again. And this is all the guy had to do in the club championship. And for some reason, he just did not do it. You see this time, it wasn't there. The deep half played the post. So once again, guys, if you are on defense and you're wondering, how do I stop these one play touchdowns from happening to me? You see the deep half in this case is that right third. It is this corner right here, Ward. So what I'm going to do is double tap triangle, adjust Ward, the circle cornerback, and put him in a deep half. That is my right stick to the right. And now you see he's in a deep half, and once again, you're going to see it's not going to work. So again, we got the play all set up. It wasn't there. Look who's right there to play it, Ward, and he makes a great play on the ball. Now, if you're on offense and somebody is deep having their corner and making it so you cannot roll out and throw the one play touchdown, well, to start, I would stop throwing one play touchdowns on them. And second, I would look at this comeback, because what you can do here if they're playing a deep half, and I'm going to adjust my guy to a deep half here. So that's the deep half over there. And now this is still the same play. And I'm going to show you that you can get that comeback open with a simple playmaker. So if we can get the time, he plays the deep half, playmaker up, and then boom, there's a wide open gap right there, and that's another huge play. So playmaking that comeback up is a big thing. If there's no one underneath the comeback, you can throw it immediately. And then the other thing you can do is hit that delay fade to Kelsey. So again, if I put Kelsey on delay fade, that zig is going to take that zone. See here, hold on, I'll show you guys this right now. That zig is going to take that hook curl out to the left, and then Kelsey will be open on the delay fade. So again, on defense, if I deep half this corner, that's going to stop the one play touchdown. Now we're going to show you us trying to hit Kelsey on the delay fade. So you're coming out here, rolling, no one's open, release Kelsey, and you see that's another huge gain. So there's a lot of things you can do, and I haven't even told you throwing the check down, whether it's the drag or it's the zig. If the user doesn't stay on it, that's going to be wide open as well. Now my last word of advice when running this play is don't run it too often, because if you run it a lot, your opponent's going to get big sacks and they're eventually going to catch on, and it's not going to win you the game. You got to run this a few strategic times during your game, like Skimbo did. He ran it and was successful 3 times, but the only reason it was open 3 times is because he was running other things and throwing other routes. Now if you guys want a full scheme breaking down Skimbo or any other pro player, I can take a look at the footage and see what they were doing and hopefully help you guys out if that's something you'd be interested in. Leave a comment for sure if it is. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.
Now I'm on the outside.